market now. A new IPO has opened today, Talwalkars Better Value Fitness, which runs health clubs and gyms across many cities in India. Anand Gawande, CFO of Talwalkars, is with us now. Anand, morning. Thanks for joining in. The big thing which your investors or potential investors would want to know is how aggressive a rollout plan you have over the next 2 or 3 years. At what kind of rate would you keep on adding facilities?
Then let me try and give you a sense of how we will be growing. Presently, we have got 44 health clubs, 37 of which were set up in the beginning of the year. 7 were set up in the month of March. In the next couple of months, or 2, 3, 4 months, we should be able to set up 11 more. And then the IPO funds, these 11 are not using the IPO funds, Uday. After which we'll be able to set up another 27. We would endeavor to try and open those gyms by about the 4th quarter of the current year. Once we open those, we will be at about 82 health clubs in the company on an overall basis. I think even in the future, we should be able to sustain that growth. What you should keep in mind here, Udayan, is that our CAGR for the last 6 years has been about 63%. And obviously, our intention would be to try and see if we can grow at that pace if we can in the near future.
Anant, morning.
Good morning, Mithali.
Hi. How high margin is this business and how does it break up geographically? I mean, for you, what are your key markets aside from the obvious Delhi and Bombay?
Okay, actually, Delhi we have only 2 health clubs, Mithali, and that means there's a huge scope to go up in Delhi. Our big problem in Delhi is to get properties on right lease or right rent, because rent is a big constituent of our cost. But coming to the margins, approximately 30 to 35% of our sales are our EBITDA. So which means 60 to 65, 67% is our expenditure, which is essentially in salary, electricity, rent and other things. Each gym, each health club is a profit center, Mithali. So it has to make the money which it is supposed to make for itself. We may vary in that somewhat plus or minus something. But generally we have been quite happy with the response in tier 2, tier 3. We have just opened in Jodhpur recently, Banaras, and the response has been very, very encouraging.
What's the cost of opening a facility for you? And I ask because the kind of aggressive rollout plans, do you think it will be fed by the cash that you generate and the IPO money, or do you need to have recourse to debt for your expansion?
First of all, one health club costs about 1.86 crore rupees approximately. So in the range of about 1.8 to 2 crore rupees. This cost has come down over a period of time. The effort has been consistently to try and get a better ROC or more value for the buck. What we have done is over the last 2 years, we have started buying in bulk, almost importing everything which is equipment from out of India straight on a LC basis. And even in the furniture thing, we try and have our own in-house architect instead of architects who are consultants. This includes essentially everything, Uday. It will include a generator set, which means even if you are in Guntur in my health club, you will still have air-conditioned comfort if there is a whole power outage in Guntur or in Amritsar or Siliguri, anywhere in India. So there's a certain standardization which has set in. Number 2 is almost all the air conditioning is among the top companies in India. Equipments are all imported. This includes the cost of our academy. And I'll touch up for a minute on that. We have a huge 7.5 square feet academy in Thane. This is a residential academy. The equipment and the spa which is in the academy is almost exactly similar to what we are doing in our gyms. Each and every outlet which we open, the people come to Bombay, they get seeped in the Talwalkars culture. We see to it that they are trained right from handling a telephone call to how do we talk to the customer to the equipment which are on place. So all this together costs about 1.86 crore, Udayan and Mithali.
You've gone through a fairly intense investment phase as well, Anant. I mean, for how many years going forward do you think you will have to be very heavy in terms of investment that you deploy in order to scale up to the size you want to on clubs across the country?
Okay. Mithali, if things go right, our endeavor would be to reach near about the 100 health club mark as a group, as Talwalkar Better Value Group. By 0-11 March end, or maybe within a couple of quarters of that. We believe that we have already reached a critical mass right now. As far as the cash flow or the requirement of cash flow goes, this is a company which is otherwise very simple to understand. There is no general very big working capital cycle We don't require stock, nor do we have any big creditors. So whatever we earn at a cash profit level, except for paying the bank loan and bank interest, everything else besides the dividend which we pay to our shareholders, whenever we pay it, will go back into expansion. Our general feel is that though it requires capex should also start moving down if we can get economies of scale. Moreover, the growth which we have planned may not necessarily require a huge amount of equity or debt moving in the future.
Good luck, Anand, with your IPO. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Mithali.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
That's Talwalkars opens today. The top end of the price band is 128 rupees.